Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Hebrews and Shebrews, we are the ISUPK. This is the Lost Tribes. I am Dawada, Officer 500, here to tell you the truth according to the Bible. The black Jews are God's chosen people. My narration describes a young boy that was pushed aside, and all he ever wanted was a little piece of the pie. But all he ever got was hate, hurt, being deprived, cause of a system not designed with his kind in mind. But in time you soon find why his friends are his foes, why his brothers in jail, why his sisters is hoes, why Papa never was around to teach him stuff he should know, the type of stuff to keep his kids from being gangsters and hoes. But see, for Pop, shit, it was no different. Raised without a father or a pot to go pissing, not even a mother. He was raised by his brother. This was around the same time we was hung for being colored. Meanwhile, mama out here working OT. It's the only way she knew her little boy was gonna eat. It was hard in the city, so she moved down south. A few years after that, her little boy moved out.
Our narration describes the lives of the lost tribes in the ghetto trying to survive, working 9 to 5 to provide, swallowing their pride, things we gotta do to stay alive, and still we rise. Our narration describes the lives of the lost tribes in the ghetto trying to survive, working 9 to 5 to provide, swallowing their pride, things we gotta do to stay alive, and still we rise. All religions aside, we was designed, divinely inclined, but what's inside don't fit the black image and white minds. Now let's rewind time and we'll find that nature knows no color line. Way before white Jesus had all people colorblind, we reside somewhere in the midst of ancient Palestine, line unified with the power of Zion. No cowards because the righteous are as bold as a lion. Iron sharpens iron, had it disappear like the mines, cause we're rebellion, stubborn, stiff-necked, simple, defiant. We would worship other gods like the stars of Orion, stepped away from laws of life, that's why our people are dying. Go to sleep till the sirens wake up, to mothers crying, outlined and prophesied as a biblical sign throughout all lifetime, upon all bloodline. Deuteronomy 28, tell me I'm lying. Back to Egypt on ships chained with yokes of iron. Our narration describes the lives of the lost tribes in the ghetto trying to survive, working 9 to 5 to provide, swallowing their pride, things we gotta do to stay alive, and still we rise. Our narration describes the lives of the lost tribes in the ghetto trying to survive, working 9 to 5 to provide, swallowing their pride, things we gotta do to stay alive,
still blessed,
and still we rise.
Yo, see, I was born inside of darkness, now I glitter in gold. You know about me even if my story didn't get told. I'm literally flow, thoughts form quicker than most. I'm an original, not another digital hoax. Love is pitiful because the pit is full, I suppose. The crabs beneath me are only about to inch on my toes. I ain't mad at you, Machiavelli lived through these flows, mistaken for a weed and concrete, still I rose. Life's a movie with the wrong narration. The picture that been painted ain't describing our lives. Found out my enemy was the entire nation. The tribe was lost until we found the lost tribes. From 9 to 5 working to 5 to 9 twerking. Brothers and sisters killing themselves to survive. You already swallowed the wrong pill in the matrix. The only way to escape it now is swallow your pride.
Our narration describes the lives of the lost tribes in the ghetto trying to survive, working 9 to 5 to provide, swallowing their pride, things we gotta do to stay alive, and still we rise. Our narration describes the lives of the lost tribes in the ghetto trying to survive, working 9 to 5 to provide, swallowing their pride, things we gotta do to stay alive,
still blessed,
and still we rise. And still we rise. And still we rise.